What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So my Tom Holland Spider-Man bus has shipped. I moved the Infinity Gauntlet into this display to see how it would look. Now, this is the best way to do this. You do Hulk bus under Hulk Buster. Angles are not the best, but I can still see him, especially when you're sitting down, you get that good side angle. But the Infinity Gauntlet's a pretty big piece. And I do really like it. I don't think I could fit the Tom Holland bust there, so we're just going to keep Iron Spidey masked in this display and just keep it like that, because I think that looks really good. I love the Captain Marvel. She is a phenomenal piece, and I do love Brie Larson. I mean, goodness gracious, giggity, giggity goo. But I think this looks good. Look at that. That looks sick. I got it all plugged in as well, except for the Infinity Gauntlet. I need to find my USB to USB. I don't know why they do that. I need to find the cable, then I could plug it in, because previously I didn't have it plugged in. So that means that the plan then, is we're going to do Venom Bust, Venom 1/4, No Way Home Spider-Man, Tom Holland Bust, Iron Spidey, Black Widow, Trinity, Thanos, Ultron, Loki. And I had to remove the Captain helmet. I could either A, throw it in the bathroom, or B, throw it behind that Captain, because we'll have, extra depth. So I could just throw it behind him, So, but yeah, we're definitely going to move basically this entire display right here. And then the Tom Holland bust, it's much wider than that current Spidey, and it's much taller. It's about as tall as this Iron Man, so it's very tall. I think Venom is a tad taller, but I think it will pair better with Venom because it is a taller bust. Where that one's quite short, and that one's not very wide at all. And I still love that bust, but I think it's best to just keep it in the main display and do the Tom Holland one over here between the two masked, Iron Spideys. And I mean, theoretically, I could change that one out to the Tom Holland portrait, because that one doesn't have one. But that one, I do have a Tom Holland portrait. I've never really displayed it. But I could definitely swap it out for the Tom Holland face, so it kind of matches the bust a little bit. Probably not a bad idea. That's the only statue I actually have a Tom Holland head, because this one, the Civil War, I did not buy the Tom Holland portrait one. I just didn't think I'd ever display it. So, and I do have it for the Iron Spidey. But that is the plan right now for Marvel. The bus is already shipped. It's going to be here Monday, so you guys will see the review on Tuesday. I'll post some photos on my Facebook group, Flankster Statue Collectors, on Monday once I open it. So stay tuned for that. Alrighty, so in a continuation of the re-reviews, we're back to this room. So we're going to look at some of the older pieces I have. And talk about them. So, I will do Megatron. So this is from the second movie, Revenge of the Fallen. This statue won Statue of the Year, which was a huge deal. Nowadays I feel like most of the Statue of the Years are kind of like, really, that one? Like Godzilla vs. Kong didn't win Statue of the Year. Some DC did, because that particular YouTuber, all they love is DC. And I was like, dude, you guys have no idea. Anyways, this one's Statue of the Year. So let's analyze it. So this one has a massive base. Pretty simple, but it does work. It has a lot of almost like oil stains up top, because he's like a tank. So I do like that effect. Giant Decepticon logo. It's huge. Gives him good presence. I will say that this base is significantly better in every possible way, but this base was like the OG base, so it still works. This Megatron is much different than this one. This one, he's like like a dump truck or something? The first movie, he was a jet. The second movie, he was the tank. So you can see that is the tank wheels. He doesn't come with a ton of swap outs. Basically, he has this claw gun arm, like a permanent gun arm. And it has a different few swap outs right here. There's that one, which is like a medium one. You could go without it. It does leave a hole there, and then a super long one. I do like the super long one, but it does kind of block Starscream, so that's why I'm not displaying it. It does come with a light up, and he did not originally come with any swap out portraits, but I did buy this battle damaged head just because I always liked the battle damaged look. Although ever since I got this portrait, which is significantly better, I never display the battle damaged on him anymore because I already have a battle damaged. But I do like having these little mini busts, between the statues. I think it looks great. So overall, I like the pose. I think it's a great pose. Just really just stand there, museum, shooting at Optimus, obviously. I think Dark of the Moon is the worst, Revenge of the Fallen is the worst Transformer movie. However, it does have several really epic fights. When Optimus was killed, I loved that part. I mean, I don't like Optimus dying, but when he's like, I'll take you all on, and then fights them all and it does the music, that's really cool. And then the very end battle overall was disappointing. I mean, when he got his, jet power, it was really cool. It's just too short. But the fatality to both, Megatron and the Fallen was really cool. It's just, I wish that fight was longer. I don't like a quick death to a final battle. It's like you build up all this anticipation and then it ends in like 2 seconds. You're like, what the heck? I like a proper battle. I think that's one of the biggest reasons, people are disappointed with Game of Thrones. The Night King, you build up all this hype. He's super tough and everything. And then he dies instantly. He did basically nothing. So that was just like, man, we couldn't at least got like a epic 10-minute sword fight with him and Jon Snow. Seriously, what were the writers thinking? Those writers should be fired forever and canceled. Anyways, so this Megatron is still a really good statue. Like, the detail is great. All around, the paint app is fantastic. Lots of like rust and just really good paint work. The weathering is fantastic. I don't believe I have a light, a battery installed. So this statue, I got it for $300. That's right. This is a $2,000 plus shipping at retail when it came out like 9 years ago. But a buddy of mine, the one that gave me Medusa for free, he gave me this Megatron. He just said, cover shipping, I'll give it to you. I was like, all right. It did not have brown shippers, so it just came in the colored box, but he shipped it to me, no issues, $300. That was my first Prime 1 Transformer statue, actually. I got this first before I got Optimus or Bumblebee. And at the time, I actually only had the Calibre Transformers of Optimus and Bumblebee, and once I got this, I was like, oh my gosh, these suck! Instantly sold them. The only thing I regret is selling the Calibre Allspark. I wish I still had that. I've been looking for it again, but it doesn't go on sale. I wish I never sold that. But yeah, this completely blew me away at the time. I was like, holy crap, this is godlike. I was super impressed, and I still am impressed. I think it's a great statue. I still think it's worth $2,000. I would give this like a solid 9 out of 10 overall. It's a great piece, folks. Now, don't get me wrong. I like this Megatron much more. This, to me, is like the holy grail of Megatrons. And they also have the new Megatron from the first movie. Now, I don't like his design in that movie as much. He looks kind of weird. Like the only thing that even reminds me of Megatron is his face, but his body just like, I don't know, something about it. I do like the overall statue. I like the fact it has a killed, version of him on the base. Freaking... what's his name again? Not Jazz. Is it Jazz? Yeah, it's Jazz. Jazz and Ratchet. But look at little Gizmo. I do like that, 1. And I think it'd actually be really cool to do the 1, 2, and 3 all together, kind of like the evolution. You kind of want to do it with Optimus, but they have not made it Optimus from the first movie yet. They've done 2 and 3 only. But I'm sure they'll eventually do a 1. Why wouldn't they? Although it's like, is there that much of a difference? Megatron does change quite drastically each movie. Where Optimus in the first 3 movies, he basically looks the same. Just his swap outs are a little different. But overall, I still love this statue. I do recommend it, folks. If you're collecting Transformers, I would highly recommend it. But like I said, if you're only wanting one, this is the definite over the pre-order one, over any customs. This is the Optimus to get. or the Megatron to get. Hands down, my favorite. Also the hardest statue to ever put together. My gosh. I can't even remember how this goes together. If I ever, let's say, sold it or moved, I would definitely have to watch some unboxing videos because I do not remember how it goes together. I mean, some things you can kind of guess. All Transformers connect at the legs to the hips, and the arms and heads come off, but then there's like always these leg parts that may or may not come off. I'm sure I could figure it out. But it's a heavy piece, probably weighs 50 pounds. It's 31 inches tall, close to 32. But great piece, folks. I still love it. I think it's awesome. You know, I've never had the desire ever to sell this. You know, even getting that Megatron, I never thought I should sell this one. I've always really enjoyed it. I'm a huge fan of Transformers. Plus, it is drastically different looking. Like, this is a much more gray silver look, where this one's much more like puke green brown. You know, so, and I do like that silver look on him. Anyways, folks, so we'll be getting that Tom Holland bust here soon. In addition to that, I'm still waiting for Link to be shipped. He has not shipped yet from Kyonish. I need to follow up with them. You know, and then Darkseid's in transit. Tanjiro is in transit. And my big $10,000 custom project will be here next week as well, probably Wednesday or Thursday. So I can't tell you guys what it is until I actually get it. So you'll have to stay tuned for that unboxing. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. We got some great content coming next week. We're going to have the Tom Holland bust. Most likely, if Link gets shipped by tomorrow, we'll get Link next week, my $10,000 custom project. And who knows, maybe we get Darkseid or Tanjiro. Alrighty, folks. See you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.